Section 7 was my favorite part because, it's so short, but I thought it was so good. It just packed a punch at the end. So if you have limited time, just read page 301, Section 7, in my opinion. But the mic drop for me was the quote, human life is by its nature co-educational, and its dignity as well as its balance depend at every moment of history and in every place of geographic longitude and latitude on who she shall be for him and he for her. Mm-hmm. And I think the best education that I have gotten on who she shall be for him and who he should be for her is natural family planning. And I think I love, Patty, that you say that we are, lifting you up, but I really think that you and John are the best examples of this. Brent and I had the honor of going through natural family planning class with you, and the main thing, yes, there's tons of science behind it. There are charting and, there's all, you learn a lot about the human body. At first I was like, am I in a college anatomy and biology class, or am I in a class for my church and and so, but what I love about it is it's left brain and right brain. So while we're learning how beautiful and intricate God made our body and how many physical signs there are to what is happening inside of us every month as women, they come out outwardly purposefully so our husband can also notice. And so what I really took away from natural family planning is the co-educational. So Brent can notice things about me that I don't have to use words to communicate with him. And I think you guys described it and demonstrated it so well by describing it as a courtship. And I thought, that is so cute, because you don't think when you're married that you have a courtship, right? Because you're married. And then after 10 years and a few kids, you definitely don't usually feel the courtship. But no, God put this, he gave this to us to keep that, like you were saying, the intimacy. So after we went through natural family planning, we did have a deeper level of intimacy, and we did to pray with your spouse every month, and then to have him recognize little things that are happening throughout the month. And it's a conversation, but it's this very subtle thing that he's noticing about me, and then he's able to react. And he's able to show me love in ways to support me, because he knows what's happening to my body. He knows where we are every month. And so, it's super personal. And so I hesitated to even share, but I'm just hoping that people will hear this and know, you are called to a higher relationship with your husband. Mm-hmm. And it's not about just passing each other, in car lines and pickups and drop-offs. It's about the only way you guys are going to be able to do a courtship like this is, like you said, to slow down and to notice each other. And nothing will strengthen your marriage more than when you slow down and start co-educating each other. Yeah. Right? About why I was made for him and why he was made for me, and what that gift looks like to give each other every single day. And it just brings your relationship to such a higher level. And Section 7 just ends with the following question: should we fear the severity of these words, or rather have confidence in their salvific content, in their power? So hopefully you feel empowered. You don't feel, it's too much, I have too much going on, I can't deal with this right now. No, you can. It is possible. And this is like the refiner's fire. So instead of just justifying what society is telling us about what's normal, this is just how things are, and it's just how we feel. We can't control how we feel. Yes, we can. And we can have confidence that we can overcome that concupiscence and that lust, and it will lead to a deeper communion of persons if we overcome it. If we, God forbid, if we maybe hold back and sacrifice something for our spouse, we are ultimately closer to our spouse. And then that's mirrored in our relationship with God as well. So by having a deeper communion of persons with Brent, I'm having a deeper communion of persons with God, right? That's the salvific content of it.
I mean, as you were sharing, I was thinking, see, this is what women want.
Yeah, it is.
We want to, and men, I'm sure they want this too, like to truly be seen, seen, known, and loved in the fullest sense, body and soul. And what you're talking about, I just heard like this deep, like reverence to the person, and attentiveness. Those were the two words that came to me, is like, yeah, I don't even know what else to say about that. It's just reverence and attentiveness. And that is true love. I mean, that's like the remedy for use, right? You can't use someone while also like being that attentive to the whole person.